From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Now, here's Wendy!
Okay. Thank you for watching. Say hello to my co-host, my studio audience. Oh boy. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's get started. It's time for Okay. Welcome. So, did you watch the American Music Awards last night? Good for you. So the ratings should be really good. I was doing something else. Anyway, so Christina Aguilera, though, did do a tribute to Whitney Houston in honor of the Bodyguard's 25th anniversary. First of all, I don't even recognize Christina Aguilera for being Christina Aguilera there, right? She was met with mixed reactions. A lot of people were saying, you know, no, why is she doing this? But Christina was actually named by Whitney when Whitney was alive as the only person who could do her music justice. Right. So Christina was there in honor of the Houston estate and in memory of Whitney. So she was, I just think maybe it's because she's not wearing, you know, like she's got the pared down, no makeup look or something. Yeah. Well, and I also feel like people are very overprotective about their superstar songs. You know, like nobody can do Whitney like Whitney. Why is she doing Whitney? Somebody mentioned, you know, well, maybe they should have had somebody else do it. I think that anybody who does Whitney would be criticized for one reason or another. And as far as Pink in the audience, Pink was not throwing her shade. I didn't even look at it as that. When I saw it, I thought that Pink was, you know, getting into, you know, whatever she was singing up there. Back in the day, Pink and Christina did not get along. Christina allegedly tried to jump Pink. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Who'd win that fight? I can't decide. Just cause you can scale a building with ribbons doesn't mean you can fight, you know? Anyway, the ladies have since made up, and that was Pink getting into her performance, and she immediately got on her social media, Pink did, to let everyone know, calm down. That wasn't shade. I was looking at a woman that I respect, you know, singing music that I respect. So, yeah. So anyway, after all of my busy, I finally turned on the awards. It was at the end, the best part, I think. Because now we can go to bed, number one. Number two, the boss, Diana Ross. What? When we were watching that, we were like, wow, look at her go. Look at her. And then all those grandchildren and men who've been in her life, but apparently she gets along with still, and her children got up there, and she looks terrific. And Aretha Franklin. This is the way you do it. This is the way you do it. Anyway, so you know she lost her fanny pack at Marshall's in LA last week. And a woman returned it to her. And so she made a joke on stage about, you know, I got my fanny pack. So funny. Tracy Ellis Ross, you know, she hosted Diana's daughter, and she changed her outfits 10 times. Me and the fashion squad are gonna break down all of the fashions, though, of the AMAs. Later on, Style Squad today. There were a few people in my Hot Topics meeting who thought that Jennifer Hudson could have done the Whitney Houston tribute. Why, because she's black? Just asking. You just can't win for losing with these tributes, but I'll tell you what, Jennifer Hudson and her fiance, David Otunga, reportedly have broken up after 10 years of being together with a 9-year engagement. There's an 8-year-old son and 1 restraining order going on right now. Can I tell you a secret? Yes. I never thought they'd make it to the altar. Ever. He got her at a vulnerable time, you know, when she was still fluffy and her family was massacred and she was vulnerable and trying to figure out her life. Then suddenly, you know, she lost the weight. You know, I know she deals with her family and the loss in her own particular way, but she's sought after to do stuff. And, you know, sometimes people outgrow people. But a 9-year engagement is ridiculous. They say they've been sleeping allegedly in separate bedrooms for 6 months. That's all. Well, you know, her family was massacred at the hand of gun violence, and so she is very, very scared of guns. He allegedly left his gun, she's saying, intentionally, on the kitchen counter to intimidate her. Oh, by the way, and Christina shoved Pink. She shoved her and then tried to jump her. Yeah, I forgot that part. Oh yes, it was going down. Anyway, back to these two. So David reportedly suspected that Jennifer was carrying on a secret affair with her producer, music mogul. I don't know that he's a mogul, but his name is Mally. Mally Music. She's denying it. This is the problem. When you swan, you know, when all of a sudden you've got issues in your life and you're vulnerable, whether it's physically or emotionally or whatever, and then you swan, and you probably haven't dated much before you met David Otunga, she needs to get out there, and this divorce is actually good for her. Just saying. She needs... It's good for her. So now they're fighting over custody of the kid. The kid is on Instagram, David's on Instagram. All you see are pictures of the little boy and his father. I was always led to believe that David was a stay-at-home father, other than that little wrestling doohickey that he does. Well, he's not a big wrestling star, you know what I'm saying? He's no big wrestling star, so why not look after the boy? He's never done anything with his Harvard law degree, which if I was his mother, he'd still be not too old for me to bend him over and spank him. Like, really? We put you through Harvard Law School and you're gonna go on I Love New York and play a man named Punk? You know they give them all street names. David's name was Punk. Do you remember I Love New York? Do you remember that show? His name was Punk. So clearly, and this is the thing that I always say about celebrity, everybody wants to be a star, damn it. Here you have a man with a Harvard degree, not just any degree, Harvard, law degree, a black man with a nice body and a good disposition. As far as I'm concerned, why isn't he running the Cochran firm? Yeah. Really? Anyway, David is denying the allegations. It's a horrible time to go to court, but believe it or not, they gotta go to court about this on December 7th, and we will be following that story as well. Sad. I haven't done any Thanksgiving grocery shopping. And I was so motivated over the weekend until the rain started and then the winds whipped up. It was so windy. So I figure I'm gonna go tonight, like right before the grocery store closes. You know, you slip in, you buy your stuff. You can't go during prime time. It's like a mess. His poor planning. Anyway, so Xscape's reality show was on last night. Did you watch that? Well, how are you watching that and the American Music Awards? Anyway, the ladies confronted Jermaine Dupri about giving away their music in an unauthorized biopic about them. Xscape was the first group that Jermaine ever signed, ever. So, and he owns all the rights to their music because they didn't write their music. You know, they didn't get into the writing game until, you know, later in life. Anyway, so take a look.
Somebody created the idea to shoot a movie about Xscape. Wasn't nothing else going on with Xscape. Xscape wasn't even a group.
But you was okay that somebody knowingly was taking our life story.
What's wrong with y'all? You do know they still can make the movie.
Because of you, though. Because if they didn't have the music, how was they gonna do it?
I mean, why would I not put the music out, though? Once again, these are my songs.
You could have called and said, hey, man, they trying to do a movie on y'all. Y'all want to be a part of this?
Technically speaking, he didn't owe them a phone call because they are his songs, but he didn't perform them. And I don't know the backstory as to why it is that he did not call at least one of the 4 members of the group. Just a courtesy call. There's this biopic coming out. Oh, no, we are making it. I'm just giving you a courtesy call that we're gonna be using you all's music in it. Oh, are you screaming? Oh, well, look, this is a courtesy call. This is a courtesy call. This is JD calling you, not my assistant, not a lawyer, and I'm just letting you know that it's coming out and we're gonna be using your music. Now spread it to the other 3. The idea that he didn't do a courtesy call to them, to me, just smacks of there's something rotten in Denmark still with their relationship. You know, like, maybe I did the nasty with one of you. The other one I never liked. And the other 2 get to step in. I don't know what the relationship was, but that does seem pretty suckerish, right? For him not to, at least a courtesy call. Madonna's song Holiday is being used now in a commercial. You know, I don't know what commercial, but anyway, she didn't write the song. Do you think the commercial needed to call her to tell her about it? For what? Yous are suckers. That's business. Madonna didn't write the song. You buy the song from the writer and then you pop it in the commercial. Writing is where the real money is, which is, you know, it's unfortunate that Candy, particularly, didn't get onto the writing thing until later on in her career. She did No Scrubs, and she did Don't Be Tardy, and I don't know what else. But anyway, she got into it later on in life. At the end of the meeting, Jermaine agreed to pull the music from this unauthorized biopic to save it so that they can use it for their own story. Pretty nice. Problem is, I don't know that this is a story I care about because they're gonna tell their story. It's going to be watered down. I want to know the real story. Like, so there's good news for Meek Mill and Tyrese. Well, Meek was freed from solitary confinement. Good morning to the TV room at the penitentiary. And how you doing, Meek? Yeah. Anyway, he's probably not in there when this show comes on. It's gotta be awkward, you know what I mean? Like all the guys are watching you, watching yourself be talked about. Then at least 3 of them are jealous because, you know, you're being talked about on TV, whether it's for good or bad, they want to jump you later on. Anyway, he's now in general population, but with his own cell. But general population. Well, how you doing, Meek? And good luck. Now, for Tyrese, the judge awarded him joint custody of his daughter, Shayla, on Friday. Also, he's denied his ex, you know, the restraining order that Norma, his ex and baby's mother, That's been torn up. There's no restraining order. So they have to share custody, no restraining order. TMZ caught up with his daughter and his daughter's friend. And take a look, and then we will talk.
What's it feeling like to be back with your daughter right now?
It's amazing, man. Now that I've been completely exonerated, I'm trying to clean up my reputation. I want to go back to work. No one wanted to book me doing concerts. No one wanted to have me on their movie sets. All because of this lady Norma.
It's a terrible thing to accuse somebody of abuse. But do we have that other clip? I can't play that. Okay, Teresa.
Any chance you'll reach out to The Rock and try to smooth things over? Try to make peace?
Nah. The Rock ain't got nothing coming for me, bro.
You still working with me?
Hey, man, if it's time for us to be on the set, we got a job to do, right? It's time to be professional. I've already told people how I feel about that, man.
So then he went on and apologized to the Pinkett Smiths, saying that, you know, he's sorry about putting it out there that they loaned him $5 million. He blamed it on some sort of psychiatric drug that he'd been taking to cope with this custody situation. He didn't apologize to The Rock. Fine. My thought is, by the way, TMZ, thanks for the video. He didn't apologize to The Rock, and that's fine. But he's already put himself out there like a problem. Just a loose cannon and a problem. I still say he's not that hireable anymore in Hollywood. People are going to remember this. When TMZ came up, he shouldn't have even talked. He should have just kept walking with his daughter and his friend, because that picture right there says it all. I'm a happy man. I got my daughter. I got her friend. Her parents trust me. I'm not an abuser. I'm a co-parent. And just don't say anything. Just, well, he might get a job in a Spike Lee joint or something, but I don't see him. And what are they gonna do? All right, so they have one more of these Fast and Furious movies in the can, like they say. They're supposed to be putting The Rock's movie out before the Fast and Furious movie, so Tyrese has a moment to hang on. But what do you think will happen for the next installment? Like, they'll hire Tyrese, but he won't make it out of a burning building? Just saying. So Serena got married over the weekend. Actually, it wasn't even over the weekend. It was a random Thursday last week, a Thursday. Who gets married on a Thursday? Anyway, it was in New Orleans, and everybody was there. His name is Alexis. He's some sort of big wig techie, very, very wealthy. I think that the dress is very, very beautiful. And their pictures are exclusive to Vogue magazine, but they've given us a few. If you go to Vogue.com, you can see them. Look at that. They got the baby, she's got her man. Nice. So here's Beyonce. And there's Kim over there. I think that might be the first time they've been in the same room since forever. Well, what do you say to one? They look happy. Everybody looks happy. Lala will go to the opening of a paper bag. Lala is everywhere. No, I mean that in the best way, Lala. I know you're a socialite. I know that's what you do. You're everybody's friend. Woo, woo, woo. All right. And Kelly Rowland is there. Kelly's husband, who, I don't know why he's in the picture, but okay. I don't know who that is. Anyway, but congratulations to Serena and Alexis, and have a happy life. All right. Well, it is time for Wendy's Tropical Punch giveaway. Come on out. Grandmaster Flash is from Barbados?
Yes, he was born in Barbados and moved to the Bronx.
I had no idea. Let's get the caller on the line. We're calling Delaware. Wicca.
Hello?
Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Kathy.
Hi.
It's Wendy, hi.
Oh my gosh, Wendy Williams?
Yes, hi, Kathy. You're today's contestant on Wendy's Tropical Punch giveaway. I know you watch our show every day there in Newcastle, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Well, I hope you saw the show on Friday.
I certainly did.
In the meantime, pick a number between 1 and 20, Kathy.
2.
All right, number 2.
Okay, drum roll, please.
Where you going? Where you going? Where you going?
Thanks to our friends at Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., we're flying you and a guest on JetBlue Airways to Barbados for a 6-day, 5-night stay at Sugar Bay, Barbados. This all-inclusive resort sits on a magnificent calm stretch of crystal clear turquoise waters with fantastic swimming and white sandy shores. The boho chic-style property offers 4 restaurants, 5 bars, a luxurious spa, excellent kids facilities, all amidst lush tropical gardens. Plus, for the adventure of a lifetime, you'll get to explore the underwater world during a VIP dive with Atlantis Submarines Barbados.
Okay, so Kathy.
Yeah.
On Friday during Hot Topics, I talked about what happened behind the scenes during Remy Ma's appearance on our show. Who did I say came out during the commercial break to hug me?
Vince.
All right, perfect. Enjoy Barbados, Kathy, and congratulations. Make sure that you watch our show every day because we might be calling you next. We've got more great show for you today. The Style Squad is here to break down the fashion from last night's American Music Awards. So grab a snack and come on back.